You can be scared and you can still do something. But you gotta do something. If you want your life to change, you gotta go ahead and change it. Majority of the times, the best thing you will do for your life is the thing you're the most afraid of. Dominika coming to you live on Facebook once again, and today we have Mindset Monday and a powerful topic of do it even if you're afraid, even if you're scared, because unfortunately fear crushes more dreams than anything. Fear crushes more dreams than failure. So today, I don't know who needs to hear this, but I felt like, you know what, this will be a very powerful topic to share with you guys today. It is Monday, and I want you guys to go and live the life of your dreams. But so many people are scared of it. And that's why I have this powerful message to share with you guys today. Oftentimes, people wait till they are not scared at all before they actually go and do something. But let me tell you, here is the reality check that you need today. If you wait until you're fully ready, if you wait until the fear is gone, you're gonna wait forever. You're gonna wait forever. Hey Maya, thank you for sharing. You're gonna be waiting forever. If you are waiting to start something when the fear is gone, guess what? You are never gonna start. Because the fear is always gonna be there. Let me tell you, I have a confession to make, okay? I wanna show you something. This is week 8 of me going live here on Facebook regularly, Monday to Friday, 11 a.m. UK time, on my Facebook profile, Monday to Friday, week 8. Guess what? I was a little bit scared to go live today. What? How is that possible? What are you talking about? Yes, I was a little bit scared to go live. You know why? Because I want to share with you something really personal today. And my mind started going places like, oh, what if nobody wants to hear this? Oh, what if nobody cares? Okay? But I'm going to share it with you in a little bit. But you can see what your mind does to you. Your mind will sabotage you. Your mind will sabotage your growth. And if you just let fear get in the way, you will never achieve the life of your dreams. You will never achieve the life of your dreams if you allow the fear to happen. Fear is not a bad emotion. We just started believing that it's bad, and we started acting upon it that we become paralyzed because of fear. But you have to remember that you're stronger than any fear. And majority of the times, the fear is not even real. Like me going live this morning. I was a little bit scared. I'm telling you, week 8 of my regular live streams. And I was a little bit scared. Where does that come from? How does it happen? But do you see how I have decided to move even if I was scared? And you might be feeling like, there's no way she was scared. I was. And I'm going to share with you exactly why I was scared. And I know I need to put it out there because this is the proof that at every level of your life, there will be a new fear. So guess what? Okay? Many of you already know that I am almost finished writing my memoir. So a book about my story of how I got out of depression, suicidal thoughts, how God changed my life and personal development. And it has all the lessons, all my traumas. It's very, very personal. It's going to be a beautiful, beautiful masterpiece. And I know that it's going to help so many people change their lives. But guess what? Guess what? My monkey brain, it's telling me, what if nobody reads it? What if nobody wants to read it? What if you are wasting your time? What if people are gonna judge you because of your story? What if people start looking weird at you because of the things that you shared inside that book? Because let me tell you, I shared some dark stuff in there. And my mind is going places and I am scared. I am scared of releasing my book to the public because it's the most vulnerable piece of work I have ever did. Ever. And it's uncomfortable and it's so terrifying for me. But you know what? Look at it this way. This is not my first book. I have published not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, not 10, not 15, not 20, not 25, not 30, not 40, not 45. I have published 53 books. And yet I am terrified to publish this one. Do you see? I published 53 books on Amazon KDP by now. Coloring books, journals, planners, activity books for kids. I even wrote a book about Japanese to help people learn the beginner of Japanese language. I don't even speak Japanese. But yet, my mind is going places when it comes to this particular book. My mind is going places. What if it's not perfect? What if it's not good enough? What if people don't understand? What if people gonna judge me when they read it? It's very, very personal. It's the most vulnerable I have ever been in my life. And I am almost complete with that book. But you know what? My body is resisting big time. Why? Because majority of the times, the best things happen on the other side of fear. And I was talking with my fiance yesterday and I told him, I am so scared of publishing this book. And he asks me, but why? Like, how come? What's wrong? And I'm like, well, I'm afraid that, nobody is gonna buy it. And I'm afraid that people maybe will judge me. I'm afraid that people will not like it. And he stopped me and he said, well, one thing is sure, if you don't publish that book, definitely nobody is gonna buy it. If you don't publish that book, for sure nobody is gonna buy it. And I was like, yep, 100%. Because here's the thing. Majority of the times, the thing that we fear the most, we live. We live that fear. We start operating in that fear. I am scared that nobody is gonna buy my book. And I'm almost allowing that fear to paralyze me from even publishing it. Guess what's gonna happen? Nobody is gonna buy my book. If you're scared that nobody is gonna buy from you, so you don't sell at all, guess what's gonna happen? Nobody is gonna buy from you. If you're scared to say I love you because you're afraid that the person might not say it back, guess what? That person is never gonna say I love you back. If you're scared to go and invest in your growth because you feel like it's all gonna go to waste, guess what? It's all gonna go to waste. If you're afraid of leaving your job and changing your career because maybe you will fail, guess what? You are already failing before you even started. So do you see how much you might fear something and you will actually end up living that fear? When instead, you can act even if you're afraid. Like me, I have resistance when it comes to publishing that book. I have published 53 books. I have did some difficult things in my life. I literally overcame suicidal thoughts and depression. But yet this feels so terrifying. And guess what? If I never publish that book, surely nobody is gonna buy it. surely nobody is going to be transformed by it. And I am going to live my worst fear. So oftentimes, I'm telling you guys, you are afraid of something, you are going to live it. When instead you should move, even if you're afraid. Because what if? What if I release my book and thousands of people buy it? And what if at least one person's life is changed? How beautiful is that? What if you go live and you sell and that person finds you and they buy from you and you're gonna hit your best month yet? What if? What if you tell that person you love them and they say, I have been waiting for you to make a move? And you're gonna live happily ever after. What if you change your career, even if you're so afraid? And the best thing this will be like the best thing you do for you and your life. What if? What if? Because majority of the times the thing that we are scared of, it's not even real, but it becomes a reality. The thing you fear the most will become your reality. Because you will allow that fear to get in the way so much that it will come true. Because guess what? I was afraid. I was afraid before I started going live. And, when I was going through my phase of suicide and depression and all that stuff, I was afraid that I will never be anything, that I will never achieve anything, that I will be just another face in the crowd, when I knew that I was not meant to be just another face in the crowd. That was my worst fear, that I will be just another face in the crowd. And guess what happened? I became just another face in the crowd because I sabotaged myself because of my fear. I wasn't showing up anywhere. I just started hating myself. So my worst fear became my reality because I sabotaged myself from even trying to do something. So let me tell you this today. If you are waiting for your fear to disappear in order for you to do something, good luck. Because your fear is gonna be fulfilled. You have to be scared and you gotta do it anyway. You have to be scared and you gotta do it anyway. The thing that you're uncomfortable with, whether it is making an investment in yourself, whether it is changing your career path, whether it is to start posting on social media, whether it is to share your story in a book, whatever it may be that you are thinking about doing, but you're so terrified of starting, you gotta go. I literally trained my mind to move even if I'm scared, even if I'm uncomfortable. Of course, you gotta pray about your decisions. Think about it, right? I'm not saying just go without thinking. But what I'm saying is, if you have been thinking about something for a long time, but you're terrified and terrified and terrified, you gotta go even though you're terrified. And then you're gonna go and you're gonna say, that actually wasn't that bad. I'm speaking from experience here. You guys, do you think I was always courageous to go live on Facebook? I'm here 8th week of going live on Facebook regularly. And this morning I had resistance to go live here. We're gonna get scared. Sometimes our brain just lies to us. Sometimes our brain just lies to us and it sabotages us. And imagine if I allowed that fear to get in the way. I wouldn't even go live here today. And I have such a powerful message to share. You know what I mean? So you have to go and move and do things even though you're scared. Because when you do it, your whole life is gonna change. And this is exactly why right now I am live here on Facebook and I am making a declaration so you guys can keep me accountable. this week, by the end of this week, I am hitting publish on my book, on my memoir, so that people can learn from me, my story can be shared, and people's lives can transform. Because the message that I'm sharing inside my book, it's mind-blowing. It's gonna literally blow your mind. It's the most vulnerable of work that I have ever did in my life. And it's uncomfortable for me to go ahead and share it. That's why right now, I am live here on Facebook and I am telling you, my book is almost finished. I have like a tiny few tweaks to do, and I am done with it. And I am making a declaration here live on Facebook that I am gonna publish it this week by Friday. I'm giving myself a deadline. I'm publishing it by Friday. And why am I making this declaration? Because now the word is out there. I know that at least one person has watched this video. And if I don't do it, I'll be a liar. And I don't want to be a liar. I want to be a woman of my word. So guess what? Sometimes you will be afraid to do something. But if you tell at least one person you're going to do something, this will keep you accountable. So here is what you're going to do. Here is what you're going to do. All right? Are you ready for it? Whenever I was going live for my first 30-day Facebook Live challenge, I didn't want to do it. I was terrified. I had a lot of resistance and a lot of fear. I was terrified to go. I had all these thoughts. What if nobody watches me live? What if people don't care about my messages? What if I forget what I was supposed to say? What if I'll be wasting my time? I had all those fears. What if people judge me? Right? But I have made a committed decision that I want to start pushing myself out of my comfort zone and I want to go live. And you know what I did? I made a post on Facebook, one-liner, and I said, from, like, let's say it was, I don't remember what day it was, but I think it was like from tomorrow. So I think I said something like, from tomorrow, I'll be going live on Facebook for a 30-day Facebook Live challenge. And I hit post. And guess what? I did not delete that post because I knew that as soon as I put post, at least one person would have seen it, because that's how quick social media news spread. So oftentimes you will be afraid to do something, but the best thing that you will do for yourself in order to go, even if you're uncomfortable, even if you're terrified, is to make a public declaration and say, I am doing this today, or I am doing this tomorrow, or starting Monday, I am doing this. When you make a public declaration, there's no going back, and you will be scared. But guess what? It's the best thing you will ever do for your life. That's why right now I am terrified of publishing my book. I'm terrified. I'm scared. My mind is going places it shouldn't go. You might think I'm fearless. You might think I'm the most confident person on the planet. I still have my fears. I still have my doubts. But we have to go even if we're scared. And that's why I am publicly making a video right now here live on Facebook. And I'm telling you, by Friday, this week, I am publishing my books on Amazon KDP. Okay? Today is the 11th of August. 11th of August, 2025. Just in case you watch it some other time in the future. So by the time you might watch it in a week or two from now, the book is gonna be live. Okay? So that's why I am terrified, but I am doing it anyway. Because I know I need to push myself. My mind is going stupid places. The mind is a liar sometimes. So can you see? Can you see? If you're afraid of something, that doesn't need to stop you from doing it. You might want to become a public speaker, but you're so scared of doing it. Start with a small step at a time. You don't need to go and suddenly speak in front of thousands of people somewhere, you know, like on a football pitch. You don't need to do that. All you need is to turn on your camera and start speaking. That's what you gotta do. You want to become some kind of influencer online? How is it going to happen? By starting. You want to write a book? Start writing the book. You want to learn something new? Make the investment. Make good choices. That's how your life is going to change. Hey Sabrina, how are you doing? So good to see you. So you have to do stuff even though you're afraid. Because we as humans, we made fear this emotion that lets us, makes us become paralyzed. Fear is not a bad emotion. You can be scared and you can still do something. You can be scared and you can still do something. But you gotta do something. If you want your life to change, you gotta go ahead and change it. Majority of the times, the best thing you will do for your life is the thing you're the most afraid of. What are you facing right now? You have been facing for a long time, and you're so afraid to go ahead and do it. And guess what? If you're afraid to do it, and you have your worst fear, it's gonna become a reality. You will allow that fear to come into fruition. Because like I said, if I don't publish my book, I am scared that people are not gonna buy my book. If I don't publish it, surely nobody is gonna buy it. So what's that thing for you? What's that thing for you right now that you're scared, you're terrified, but you know you gotta do? I want you to make a public declaration today that you are gonna start doing it. Make a one-liner on Facebook declaring that you are gonna do it. I know how uncomfortable it is, but when you do it, when you make a public declaration like that, you are gonna do it. You're gonna follow through. Because if you don't, somebody already saw it and they're gonna call you a liar, and you don't wanna be called a liar. You wanna be a woman of your word, or a man of your word if you're a guy and you're watching this, right? You want to become a person that's trustworthy. You want to become a person that's strong enough. You want to change your life. So you got to do what you got to do. And you're going to make a public declaration. That's why I made a public declaration right now. And guess what? Not everybody is going to watch this live video. So after this live video, I'm going to make another public declaration. I'm going to make a short post. And I'm going to say, by Friday, I'm publishing my memoir. That's what I'm going to say. Mark my words, I'm gonna say it. Because if I don't do it, I'll be forever hiding. I'll be forever afraid. The fear is not gonna change. The fear is not gonna change. When do you think I'll be ready? In 5 years from now, 10 years from now, 20 years from now? There are people who need it right now. There are people who need you right now. There are people who need your products, your services right now. And you're sitting on your fear. When do you think you're gonna be ready? Maybe next month? Maybe in 2 months? Maybe I will be ready in 6 months. You know what? Maybe I'll start over in January. January comes. I have too much on my mind. I'll start in March. I'll start in June. I'll start after the summer. And the cycle will continue. You will never be ready. You just gotta go. I want to read it and you will inspire me to write one. Thank you, girl. That's so sweet. That means so much to me. And you see, I know that there are more people that want to buy my book. I know it. I can feel it. God is pushing me to share my testimony, to share my story with the world. And I am afraid. Why am I afraid? I know exactly. I'm afraid because great things are gonna happen when I publish it. And my mind is telling me lies. And you know where those lies come from? The devil himself. He's telling me lies. He's telling me the book ain't gonna be good. Nobody is gonna buy it. People are gonna judge you. The truth is, people are always gonna judge, right? There will always be people that will not buy. They will not buy my books. They will not buy your services, your products, whatever it might be. There will always be people. But there will always be people who want it, who need it, who can, get inspired by it. And how beautiful is that? And that's what really motivates me right now, you know? And I'm so, so grateful for your comment, Sabrina, because I need this, you know? Sometimes we might feel like we might look like the most confident person on the planet, like we have no fears, but each one of us humans, we have our own fears. Everybody is afraid of something. But the difference between successful people and unsuccessful people is the fact that successful people move even if they are terrified. Because when you move, when you do something that's uncomfortable, when you do something you're afraid of, the fear disappears. Because I know the minute I hit publish, I'm gonna say, this wasn't that bad. I know it. It's the same as when I went live for the first time on Facebook. I was scared. I was putting it off. Then I went live. And guess what? I said, that actually wasn't that bad. I can do it again. And you hype yourself up. And you know what I say to myself every single day? I can do anything I put my mind on. This is the strongest, most powerful affirmation I have spoken over my life. During my fear, during my doubts, during the times when I thought everything is falling apart, I said to myself, I can do anything I put my mind on. And I do it. Even if I'm scared, even if I have doubts, even if I'm not sure, even if I don't have every single step mapped out for me, all you need is the first step. You probably already know your first step, but you're afraid to take that step because you're not too sure about the next step. You don't need to have it all figured out in order to do something. Stop allowing the fear to rule over your life, because beautiful things are going to happen in your life when you stop allowing fear to rule over your life. Do you allow the fear to rule over your life? We have to stop that. You want great things to happen for you, your family, your loved ones, for your life, for the world? You gotta do what's uncomfortable. You gotta do stuff even if you're scared. You have to learn to do things even if you're terrified. Because guess what? Every single level, it's gonna have some kind of fears. Every single tiny step of the ladder, when you go up, every tiny step of your life, there will be new fears that will show up. It's natural. It's natural because it's unfamiliar. So it might be a little bit scary for you. You might have never seen anybody in your family do what you want to do. So you are terrified of it. But guess what? You can still do things even if you're scared. So I want you to push yourself today. And I want you to make a declaration just like I have. I am a living example of this. Okay? I want you to make a declaration in your life right now that you are gonna go and do what you are scared of. If you feel like this is the right thing to do. Not if you feel like this is the wrong thing to do. If you feel like this is the right thing to do, you have prayed about it, you thought about it, you know, you feel it in your soul. This is what you're meant to do. You make a declaration that you're gonna go for it even if you're scared. Even if you're scared, you gotta do it. I know you're capable. I know you're smart enough. If this wasn't for you, you wouldn't be listening to me right now. This message is from God himself. He's telling you, go. He's telling you to go. Stop being afraid. Do it even if you're scared. Even if you're terrified. Go and write a chapter of your book. Go and publish that book, right? Go live on Facebook for the first time. Go and sell those products. Go and make a post. Show up online. Whatever it may be that you have to do, you already know it. It's the thing that your body is resisting the most. That's what you gotta do. And you can thank me later for this. You can thank me later for this because I know that if you move, even though you're terrified, your life is going to transform and beautiful things are going to happen in your life. So go ahead, think about what's that next step you need to take in order to change your life. What's that thing you're the most afraid of? And you gotta go. And make a declaration that you're gonna go even if you're scared. The same as me, okay? We can keep each other accountable. If you feel like you want somebody to hold you accountable to your decision, message me right now what that decision is. You don't need to put it public. If this is something personal to you, you can message me privately, because I will read it and you will feel, okay, if one person read it, I told Dominika, I'm gonna do this, I gotta follow through. So you can message me, you can post a public post, you can write it in the comments here, whatever you feel like. But make sure you make a declaration. Make a declaration today, I'm gonna do it. I don't know the next steps, but I know the first one. The first one is the most uncomfortable. It's gonna change your life. Okay? So thank you everybody so much for watching. I truly appreciate all of your time. If you feel like there is anybody else in your life, in your friends, anybody here publicly that needs to hear this message, please share it with them. That would mean the world to me, because this is some powerful stuff. And I know that so many people live in fear and they never achieve anything because they're scared. They allow the fear to win. Fear has destroyed more dreams than failure. Do you understand? Fear has destroyed more dreams than failure. So many people are afraid of failure. So many people are afraid of judgment and all this kind of stuff. You gotta do what you gotta do, even if you're scared, and your whole life is gonna transform. So really think about it today. What's that one thing you need to do this week? And do it this week, not next month, not next year, not after the summer, not after winter. Now. This week. No more playing around. All right? No more playing around. Okay? Hi, Philip. Thank you so much for being here. So the live video is actually going to be ending right now. So for those of you who only joined right now, go ahead to my Facebook profile. The replay will be available in the next 1 to 2 minutes. And you can watch the video from the beginning if you missed it, because this was really powerful. And I know that so many of you will benefit from hearing this week. So yeah, I strongly encourage you to go ahead to my Facebook profile to watch it if you missed the beginning. So thank you everybody so much for watching. I truly appreciate all of your time. Go and do what needs to be done, even if you're afraid, okay? And your life is gonna change. I'll see you tomorrow for Transformation Tuesday. Bye-bye.